Welcome back to Craving Cars and our final installment of the 2019 SEMA Show. In this episode, we get to go back. We get to check out the rest of the halls that we've missed. We head outside to go take a look at the Battle of the Builders, and we head up to the grand finale parade, SEMA Ignited. So stay tuned and buckle up, because all of that and more is coming in this episode of Craving Cars. Welcome back to day 4 of SEMA, the final day of this wonderful, wonderful show here in Las Vegas. And I'm still going through certain things on basically each hall. We're kind of in the middle of the central hall right now again. We got more stuff to kind of look at here, but it just keeps going on and on and on. I got a couple more things to check out in all of the other halls that I want to try to get to. This one, I think the Central Hall had the biggest selection of cars that were just, so many of these epic builds and epic stuff. But we've got a lot more stuff to still see, and only one day to do it in. And I hope we make it. We're not going to make it all. We're not going to see it all, but we're going to bring you as much of it as we can. We got to finish off the Central Hall here. I got the South Halls to get to, the upper and lower levels, the North Halls. Here I'm talking to you as if you know exactly which halls I'm talking about, but there are 4 main halls here at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and they are all 4 of them are huge. But look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Man. a sad story, of course, that has turned out to be a little bit happier. I don't know if you guys, more than likely you did hear about this car. They stole the trailer before SEMA started. They had the car loaded in the trailer. The guys got it, they stole it. They cruised around this thing for 130 miles before they finally got it. Cops got him. I mean, he T-boned a cop. He's got front end damage. He's got, I mean, the phrase, drive it like you stole it. Well, they stole it. So that's how they drove it. But it's nice that they did recover the vehicle. Hey, a little beat up, but it did make it to SEMA. The good news is, though, behind this, because you're thinking, well, what's the good news in? The good news is, of course, they got the car back, and that it really is just a little bit of cosmetic damage. It's nothing that's not fixable. Some carbon fiber panels, bumper covers, things of that sort. But for the car itself, it's doing well. And props to ProCharger here for putting this build together, because it ran very well. All right, so this is kind of a series of some kind of builds with this, and the reason I bring this up is because the carbon fiber panels that are on this car, and we all know that the Challengers and the Chargers and stuff like that are actually quite heavy cars, and I was at another booth where they talked about on a Challenger with carbon fiber replacement panels in and out and all that stuff, they've been able to lighten the car as much as 800 pounds. I don't know about how much this one's been lightened, but the reason I want to bring this one up is that this is an all-wheel drive Charger with over 1,500 horsepower. And if I'm not mistaken, I think right now it's the fastest Charger out there. Well, when I say that, the newer, not like a classic Charger, but then again, you got slicks on it, and you got all-wheel drive, and you got that kind of power. I think you can overcome some of that weight. Why am I stopping at this BMW? What makes this one a little bit special for you collectors out there? Because of that guy right there. That little guy right there. Let's go look at the other version of it. Some people rush the builds to get them in time for SEMA. I think they half-assed this one. least this today, anyways, I'm going to give it to these guys that they we've seen some really nice wheels and some really nice companies out here with some nice rims. But you know, for the uniqueness of it, these have got to be the best looking, uniquely done wheels that I have seen yet. Well, probably for the whole show. But the fact of, I don't know if you noticed that this is etched in there. I mean, how cool is that? It's one of a kind. Don't curb these ones though. I'm sure they're not that easy to replace. All right, so SEMA, obviously, you know, besides inside, they have a lot of outdoor little areas with a bunch of stuff going on. And this is actually the area that we finally got to make it out to, is the SEMA Battle of the Builders. So, and I got someone letting them know that, hey, my car makes a loud pop. But there are a lot of really sick and unique builds that was brought upon with all this stuff. So, I mean, it's all out that way. Bunch more cars out that way. There's a bunch of them. Congratulations to the people who qualified and who's going to be the ultimate winner on the whole thing. But there are some really nice rides out here, really nice, and people that makes loud noises and pops with their cars too. You know, just when the main show of SEMA ends, they have this cool little thing called the SEMA Ignite. Nice little party of a lot of the rides cruising. Basically, it's a parade of really awesome builds. You know, just like what we've been seeing, only they're outside now. invitation, they get the first roll through. But now we get to hear them this time. This is very cool, very exciting times. Once again, the excitement that SEMA brings us. In here because there's a road behind us, a highway and a traffic jam. A guy's doing a burnout. The highway behind us. Look at all the smoke. Oh, that's nice too. Well, the Ignited is going to go on for a while. We're not going to really sit here and record every single thing that comes through here, but it was kind of nice seeing some rides that we did get a miss that kind of rolled through, and others that obviously we did recognize because, well, we saw them. And so it's kind of good to see them rolling and revving and stuff like that. But a lot of stuff still coming through, and we gotta continue on. Something, right? Check. SEMA Show has come to an end for 2019. I'd like to thank Las Vegas for building such a facility to be able to house a show like this. Absolutely fantastic. Now, of course, now that it's over, everybody's trying to scramble and they're getting out of here, and you got cars lined up ready to be picked up, and they're going to the SEMA Ignite, which you probably already saw some of that. So we've got basically a lot of editing to do, and a lot of thanks to all of you guys for being able to make it possible for us. You may not thought that it was you're doing that made it possible for Craving Cars to come out here, but it was, because if it wasn't for you liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel, and supporting Craving Cars, none of this would be possible. So, special thanks to you from me personally and from everybody that has helped Craving Cars in one factor or another. But this has been the most epic. This is a show, a thing that we've ever done. It's so, I hope y'all like what's going out. It's like one of those things that you don't know what direction to take because you don't really know and understand the capacity of this whole thing, and it's just been absolutely mind-blowing every single day we were here. But hey, might be able to hear some of the cars now. The Ignite Streets, or the SEMA Ignited is, you know, all these cars lining up in this huge parade. But here's some more of it. Keeps going back that way. And we got more that lines up this way. Right there. Las Vegas Convention Center, the big sign of SEMA right there. This has been grand. This has been fun. Thanks for joining, guys. Please like, please share. And if you haven't done this already, please subscribe and leave comments. That actually really helps the channel out more than you might think. I don't care if it's just something simple as, hey, thanks for the video, or thanks for sharing, but any of that sort whatsoever. But the main thing is, though, is you cravers out there, and just as a quick reminder of all you cravers out there, keep craving. We are Kansas City bound. That's all I got there.